Other questions for either student athlete? Raise your hand. Let's go to the second row.
Kyle, how important was it to make the extra pass to get open looks, and was that something you guys struggled with in the first game against Arkansas in January?
What, to make the extra pass? I mean, that's something that Coach already has been telling us to do, is like make plays for each other and start making extra pass, because we know that if we make the extra pass, then like our teammates are going to make it for us. And I remember how one time, I think I drove and threw it to Kevin, and Kevin had an open shot, but he drove and he threw it to Keegan, and Keegan threw it to Rod, and Rod had a wide open shot, even more open. I mean, I just feel like if we keep playing for each other, then I mean, things will really work out.
Okay, third row.
Well, with you guys had some of the better games of your career tonight, talk a little bit about how you're feeling out there.
Rod, would you take that first?
You know, I'd just say for me and Kyle, I think we felt really comfortable out there, and we just tried to stay confident and stay aggressive, and regardless of the circumstance, our biggest goal was just to keep moving forward, and I think that helped us out tonight.
Kyle?
Yeah, I felt like we were more playing like a team, and like we all knew how big this game was, and the whole thing about it was Coach just said, let's try to play so we can play for Friday. Let's play on Friday. We got to keep going hard. We cannot stop. And like a big thing for me also was to see my little brother out in the stands. I haven't seen him in a long time, so that kind of uplifted my spirits, you know.
Is he going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like that really helped me a lot also.
Question in the back left.
For Ron and Kyle, what do you guys remember from the last game against Kentucky, and what do you guys need to do differently to change the outcome?
Kyle?
What I feel like we need to do is stop throwing punches. I feel like Kentucky's a really good team and a talented team, but I feel like what they did better than us was they kept throwing punches. Like they kept playing hard, and I felt like in like the last 4-minute war we got tight and we stopped throwing punches. But I feel like now we've gotten a little older to the point where we have to know that even if the game's close, we cannot stop throwing punches and cannot stop throwing punches because they're going to throw it at us.
Rod?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. We just got to compete for 40 minutes. So we had stretches in that game where we didn't play too well, and it really hurt us at the end. So I think the biggest thing is just trying to go out there and compete for a full 40 minutes.
We'll take two more questions. We'll go to the back right, and then we'll come back to the front.
Kyle, you told us on Monday that you believe this team can make a run. You're leading by example tonight?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, I just feel like if we all play together, you know, I feel like Keegan made some clutch shots. You know, Rod made a clutch shot. I tried to make a clutch shot. So I just feel like, I mean, if we're all in it for each other, and it doesn't matter who scores the points or who makes the extra pass, I feel like we're going to be a really good team.
Okay, last question down front.
Kyle, with the foul trouble in the first half, you had to know you were going to play some pretty big stretches for a while there. How hard is that against a team that presses you the way they do?
It's hard, but I mean, when like you have a guard like Keegan, who's really calm with the ball and who's also a good leader as a point guard, it really helps you out a lot. So basically, I didn't have to handle the ball the whole time, and me and Keegan just kept basically like just sharing it with each other, so we didn't have to get so tired.
Thank you. We'll excuse the student athletes back to the locker room.
Or the other answer to that question is Kyle didn't play in the SEC tournament last year, so he could have played all 40 minutes and he'd been real happy. Isn't that right?
Hands up. Questions for Coach Stallings. We'll get a microphone to us. Start right in front.
Kevin, how much has this team grown here in the last couple of weeks? I think this is now maybe 5 of 6 at this point. What did you mention the foul shooting and things that would have freaked them out earlier? What other things are you seeing out of them right now?
Well, you know, you talk about the last couple of weeks. I tend to look at our growth more over the course of the last couple of months. I don't really think about it in terms of the last couple of weeks. We've gotten better offensively. We've gotten to where we know how to execute. We know what we're looking for better. And our defense became solid before our offense did this season, way before. And I think our offense is starting to catch up a little bit, and I think that's caused us to be a more difficult team to play. Again, I don't really think of it about the last couple of weeks. We've won some games here recently, but we've played better basketball for some time now, and I think we've made a tremendous amount of progress, for instance, since the start of the league season.
Other questions? Let's go to the third row.
Yeah, talking about that progress, specifically at the end of games, how's the team improved, making sure to stave off, something like that?
Well, as I said before, we would have lost that game earlier in the season, and I think that we're more calm, even though we didn't look like it at times in that last run. We shot ourselves in the foot. If we make those free throws, then we don't have an issue. And Rod makes his free throws, I mean, basically, and Rod's one of our better foul shooters. So this was a complete reversal of the way he's been shooting them. So he'll make them tomorrow. And you look down, he had 20 points and 7 rebounds, and he missed 8 foul shots. So he played a heck of a game for us. But I just think we have more composure, more confidence that we're going to win because we've won some. We've won some close ones, and that's the only thing that gives you confidence to win close ones, is to win close ones.
Let's go to the front left.
Kevin, midway through the second half, you've got 2 guys in foul trouble. You've got an 8-man rotation already. How are you thinking of managing the game from that point forward?
Sorry.
How are you thinking of managing the game with your bench short a lot at that point, especially while they're pressing?
Well, we went zone, which we were trying to buy some time that way, and we felt like they got too comfortable against our zone. Matter of fact, my staff yelled at me about 2 possessions before we got out of it, but I think that it really bothered me more in the first half than it did in the second half. When Dejan and Kevin both got 2, and then Dejan picked up his 3rd, that was when it felt. And then Keaton hurt his shoulder. Then that was when we felt strapped. I didn't feel it as bad. Sheldon got 4. We can kind of survive that. Again, I'd rather not have to deal with it. But Arkansas put the ball on the deck and went at us, and we fouled some. So there were lots of fouls on both sides, so what the heck? That's the way it is. That's the way it goes.
Question in the back.
Coach, I'll ask you the same question I asked the student athletes. What do you remember from the last game against Kentucky, and what needs to happen differently?
I remember that they did whatever they wanted to do to our defense. They drove us, they threw it inside, they scored, it seemed like at will. And if that happens again, we'll lose again. That's what I remember.
That question in the middle.
Kevin, I wonder how you would compare coaching this team where there was relatively little expectation versus last year where people thought you guys were a real contender and were going to make a lot of noise.
Well, I certainly enjoyed last year's team and enjoyed their contributions to our basketball program, which were many. And I'm certainly enjoying the successes that those guys are having now. I've really enjoyed this basketball team because I don't know if we're any good now, but I know that we weren't any good at the beginning of the season, and they were very coachable. They bought into our coaching staff. They bought into each other, and they've never wavered from that. Even despite going through the many close losses that we had at the beginning of the conference season, they never wavered. They were resilient. They came out every day with a great attitude to work. And I was very confident that we would play well tonight. We had 3 very good practices leading up to tonight's game. And so they've just been a very resilient, driven group. And so regardless of how many we've won or how many we've lost or anything like that, they've just been a real fun group to coach, and I've enjoyed them a lot.
Question down front on the left.
Kevin, you got great looks a good bit of the night. You alluded to the press being part of it, but what else did you guys do? Was it ball movement? How did you manage to get so many good looks?
We moved the ball well, and we've gotten a lot better in press offense. See, at the beginning of the season, we were pretty skittish in press offense, and we've gotten much better. And so, but it's just another one of the things that we've progressed in. I think we're very willing to make the extra pass. And again, we like being pressed at this point in the season because it does provide us opportunities at the end of it that are quality if we handle it right on some occasions. And when we can jump up and make shots, then that really helps. And we were able to score at the end of the press sometimes tonight, or even in the half court when they would double us, we would get it out and find the open guy. But we shared the basketball tonight, and I was real pleased with the way we played offense, probably until the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Time for one more question. Anyone?
This guy has his hand up over here. I cut him off a little while ago. Right? Did you want to ask a question?
You talked about winning close ones. The 2 games against Kentucky were close ones. Do you feel the team's in better position to win it if it is another close one?
I feel like our team is in better position to win close games now, yes, than we have been earlier in the season. And again, we've had a bunch of close games with Kentucky. They've won most of them. So I don't want to sit here and profess that we're ready to win a close game against Kentucky. I hope that we are. I anticipate that it will be a very competitive game. But again, our goal, whether our players articulated it this well enough or not, our goal was to play on Friday. Now our goal is to play on Saturday. And in order to do that, we're going to have to beat a very, very good team, and we're going to have to play a very, very good game.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you.
Another day long.
In the game for the Aggies, number 32, Courtney Robertson, and number 12, Tavion Harris.
Yeah, go, Mark.